guys, MUR-LOCK 68 here. Hope everybody's doing well. If you've been following for the last little while, we'll call this the ABUS mini series. I've already featured these two here, 83AL 50s with different bitting and so on and so forth. I LISHIED them. So today I have number 3 that I had just put together a few hours back. And originally the plan, well, was to LISHIED it first and then see how that went, and then SPP it in a later video. This has got yet another bitting on it, and so what ended up happening, after spending about, I'd say 20 plus minutes LISHIEDing this thing and going over it and over and over and finally getting the open, I decided I wanted to really study this particular one and learn the binding order. So for those of you that are new, learning the binding order, in this case there's 6 pins, learning which pin would bind first, which means it's solid and not springy, which indicates that the pin is set. So learning the binding order, my plan was to do this with this lock here so I could open it at will, as opposed to getting it open and that's it. So the time in on this thing, and I believe that I've learned it now, is about 2 hours. So I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna attempt to LISHIED it a couple of times quickly for you guys. And then I'll gut it and show you what I put inside. What I did notice is that if I in any way, for whatever reason, deviated from the binding order, it just wasn't working. Doesn't mean you can't get it open, it's just going to take you a lot longer. But once I learned it, if I deviated from the binding order, which I'll discuss with you as I go along, it wasn't going to open. So here we go, we're locked up. So this is what's going to happen here. We got nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, 4, 5. Now 6 is going to give me my first click. Okay, and there it is. I'm going to go to 1, and that should drop me into my fault set. Okay, I'm in a fault set now. I'm going to go to 2 and get a click out of it. Okay, and I'm going to go to 4 for the open. Okay, and that's it. Now, a lot easier, not as easy as that, because like I said, I've got 2 hours invested almost in learning this lock where I could get it open at will. And the binding order was pin 6 back to 1 to 2 to 4 for the open. And I'm going to try it again, show you again. And there were many times where I thought I had it and I slightly deviated or touched something I shouldn't have touched, and it just did not work. Okay, so we're going to start again. Nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to get our first click out of 6. Okay, we're going to go to 1 and get our fault set, hopefully. Okay, see that? That didn't work. Okay, so let's go back again. Just get that pick in there, totally in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing like doing it under pressure as well. 5, and we're going to get our first click out of 6. Okay, we're going to go into a false set on 1. Okay, we're going to get a click out of 2. Okay, and we're going to go to 4 for the open. Okay, so what I learned here, I'm going to gut this for you guys, that if I'm going to work on a lock, or anybody, if you're working on a lock with the LISHIED, and the principle can also apply to you when you're attempting to SPP a lock, we need to pay attention as each move develops, as each time we touch a pin, to see what it does. For example, if we touch a pin and it gives us a false set and then we lose it, well, if we keep that in mind, we should be able to recreate that false set. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did to this one. This was number 3, and eventually I'm going to bring it back for you with an SPP. So I just wanted to show you, and you know, it can be now LISHIED probably 10 seconds, 15 seconds, which was not the case in the beginning. Like I said, I probably had I'm gonna say closer to 20 minutes vested into it. Okay, what's happening here? You may have had catastrophic failure here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had about 20 minutes vested into it. Remember the detent, guys, before you try to slide these shim in. I've said it over and over that this is a tight fit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to run this through the garden for you. Okay, so here we are. This is the, and I'll go over the key with you. 6 pins. Okay, everything had to be picked. We got brand new pins in there. If you remember, these were all keyed alike. As I mentioned, there are going to be 4 in the series, and I've gotten rid of those filed down pins and changed the bitting and so on and so forth. The first, so this being number 3 in the series, I left all the drivers status quo, but I think in the 4th one I'll make some more dramatic changes other than just changing the bitting. Okay, so those are the key pins. Just gutting it just to show that there's actually something in here, in case someone's wondering. And again, I want to reiterate to anybody watching that it's learned, it's rehearsed, if you want to put it bluntly. And this is the first video attempt after I learned it. I wanted to say that just to be sure that I could open it at will, and that's where I'm at. So I wanted to share that with you guys today, and I will be bringing this one back because this has a nasty key. And okay, so serrated in 1, 4 spools after that, standard in position 6. Okay, so there it is. I'll show you the key. It's nasty. It's right out of Bill Bacardi's textbook, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video on learning with the LISHIED and being able to open this lock at will, and which is something that I'm going to be doing a little more often. You've seen me do it with SPPing before, bringing the lock back and trying to learn it. It's not easy, but it's something that I recommend for everybody, actually, if you want to get a little bit better at it. So that's it. Patience, practice, perseverance, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video on the 83AL50, learning it with the LISHIED and get it done quickly. Thanks, guys. See you at the next one.